hope you are in the mood to learn because today we're actually starting a new series and this is the Credit Sweep Cheat Sheet series and this is volume 1, all right? So this may be a little bit longer, but you're going to learn, so make sure you like this video because you're going to find it valuable and subscribe if you haven't done so because you need to learn this stuff so that you can remove your negative items and have the right mindset to actually go through the process. All right, so let's start with the FAQs. What business are the credit bureaus in? Data business. They obtain, maintain, and sell your information. Don't get it twisted, okay? How many accounts should be disputed per letter? A max of 10 per letter, unless medical collections. And just so you know, an unlimited number of medical collections can be disputed per one letter. How many dispute reasons should be per account? One reason per account, unless blatant inaccuracies used are virtually certain to remove the account on that round. Now let's pause right there real quick. If you want to learn how to do factual based disputes and do it the right way, head over to vault.my740.com or hey, if you don't want to do any of this stuff because you just don't want to learn it, that's totally fine. Maybe you don't have time. Head over to my740.com and see if I can help you and do a credit sweep for you. Now, the last note that I want to give you is that I'm going to take all these cheat sheets and turn it into a book that will be available when I'm done with all of my cheat sheets, all right? So let's get back to it. How long should I wait between dispute rounds to the credit bureaus? 30 days. Do I have to wait for a response from the bureaus before sending another letter? No, the CRAs may or may not respond and all required information can be extracted from a new credit report. What happens if the bureaus don't respond? Pull a new report, check for updated info and deletions, and then write a dispute letter using the new and relevant data for a dispute reason per each account. Do I have to send certified mail with return receipt? You may send dispute letters via regular mail. They do not have to go out certified. They can though, if that's your prerogative, all right? What's the difference between a factual dispute and a regular credit repair letter? Regular credit repair dispute letters are normally law-heavy cookie-cutter disputes, and factual dispute letters are custom and include dates and balances directly taken from the credit report. Metro 2 format. The Metro 2 file format is a particular type of file used by creditors to send data to the credit bureaus, and it's the format through which data gets added to the credit bureau databases. So a Metro 2 file is a database file with fields to match virtually everything you can imagine related to credit and consumers. It was created by the CRAs in the 90s to replace the Metro format, which had been used since the 70s. And all reporting to the CRAs is now done through Metro 2. The bureaus control and manage the Metro 2 format and related documentation and educational materials through their self-made trade organization, the CDIA, Consumer Data Industry Association. Now, take special note that the bureaus control and manage the Metro 2 format and its related documentation. A credit report is nothing more than a human-readable representation of the result of a database query. The databases belong to the CRAs and are controlled by them. The query formulas themselves are extremely complex and are also owned and closely guarded by the bureaus. Each bureau has its own database structure and format and therefore its own query formula for searching through data to generate credit reports. Now, bureau database queries use what is called a matching algorithm to determine what data belongs on a credit report, right? Now, protecting the bottom line, this is the most important part of this. A large part of credit repair involves correcting or removing incorrectly reported negative items from the consumer's credit report, obviously, right? The credit repair process, as you might have guessed, is seriously affected by the credit bureau's conflict of interest. Now, here's why. Number one, removing a negative item hurts profits because it makes consumer data less valuable. Remember, subprime data is the most expensive, in-demand data, and the most profitable. So number three, removing negative items and repairing trash credit reports reduces the amount of subprime data that the bureaus have to sell to lenders, okay? This is super, super important. Spending time to verify an item cuts into profits because in theory, they have to pay a human being to do it. Or at the very least, they have to maintain the systems through which disputes are handled, right? Now, the most profitable course of action for the credit bureaus is to adopt practices and policies that keep more people in the subprime market. So to illustrate, imagine for a moment you are the credit bureaus. You get a letter in the mail for John Doe's credit report. And it seems, according to John Doe, that there are some incorrect negative items that shouldn't be there. But wait. This means that John is part of the profitable subprime market. Plus, fixing the problems means actual work, which costs money. After thinking to yourself for a short while, you get an idea. Hey, what if we just blow off this John Doe guy? Chances are he'll give up after one try or two, and it'll keep him profitable and save us money. Let's just ignore this letter, and if he writes again, we'll just send him back something that says, looks right to us. This is essentially what the credit bureaus have done, and is precisely why the need for credit repair exists. And it's because of this conflict of interest that the bureaus aren't too excited about your efforts to improve consumers' credit scores. They drag their feet, lie about investigations, and say the items are verified when nobody has really checked anything, and more. Yes, there are laws and rules to prevent this stuff, but they routinely break these rules. Since most people, especially those who don't know the rules, give up after the first roadblock, it is far more profitable for the bureaus to break the rules than it is to bother with obeying them. The credit bureaus do not get any benefit from correcting items on a credit report, okay? So no, they're not there to help you, but guess what? Yes, there are laws, but again, they use them as guidelines. This is consumer law. They are not, banging on doors with warrants or anything like that. So this is why it's so important for you to know how to do this the right way and to get the job done. All right. So go and learn and remove your negative items, be prosperous and succeed with this so that you can move on with your life and head over into the 5th phase of fixing your credit, which is just working on your score and getting to that reward stage. All right. So that is it for today. This is again a new series with cheat sheets, and this information is actually being taken from my course. All right. So that is it for today. Smash that like, subscribe if you haven't done so. I will see you tomorrow. And if you need help, the links are down in the description. Head there and I will see you tomorrow.